Maddy Taylor. Maddy, thank you so much for taking the time to join us today.
Hi, thank you for having me.
First and foremost, Maddie, let's take a look at your softball career and just kind of reflect on that first and foremost. Where did your love for softball kind of begin? When did you find yourself getting into the sport? And just talk about your journey a little bit up until this point right now.
I first started off, honestly, when I was about probably 3 or 4 years old. My dad, he's a baseball coach at Bobstein Park for the prospects. And he's been playing he played for a long time, so he kind of got me started. I started playing for the Austintown League when I was younger, about till I was maybe 8 or 9. And then that's when I first started going into travel ball. My first coach was actually Coach Nate Schick. He's also the head coach at Lakeview. He was my first ever travel coach. He kind of took me in under his wings. And then I went to a different organization and then came back to him. And he's still my coach now. And it's just been the best thing ever. Is just being able to play, and just the support that I have from everybody here at Fitch. Also, being here at Fitch has also been like one of the best experiences. Coach Ward has been a great mentor for me, especially this year being a leader on the team. He's helped me a lot, kind of really, I don't know how to say this. He's really helped me like learn how to be a leader and just be good for the team. I don't know.
Maddie, you've been a statistical leader for a while with this team, but like you said, this year is the year where you're asked to be more of a vocal leader and more of a senior leader in your senior season. What has that transition been like between, always kind of being counted on in-game situations and for big at-bats and stuff like that, but now you're also asked to just lead in practice and lead on the dugout and lead off the field as well. What's that transition been like?
It's a little different because especially with having Lydia last year, Lydia was our main leader and I was kind of like on the side a little bit leading with her. It's been a big transition for sure. It feels a little more pressure, but I've had a lot of support of like my teammates. Like the other day, I was having a little bit of a struggle like outside of softball, and I come to softball and this was Thursday, in the scrimmage against Walsh Jesuit. I went 3 for 3, and then after the game, I have Sydney Watts coming up to me, and she's like, "Oh, you're just so good. You're like, thank you," because I scored a lot of runs for us. It's just having your teammates' backs and having their support is just like great, and it's been a big transition this year becoming like our senior captain.
Maddie, let's just talk about Fitch as a community, how much it has meant to you in this high school experience too. What are some teachers that have had kind of a big impact on your life and some ones you want to shout out?
Definitely Coach Ward. He's actually my English teacher right now. Coach Ward has had the biggest impact on me here at Fitch altogether. Just the support from pretty much all of my teachers here at Fitch is just amazing. I'm trying to think some teachers right now. I can't even think right now. Another one, a big main one, even though he's not my teacher, Coach Dan. Him and Coach Ward have been my two biggest mentors here in the Austintown community. They have done everything for me. They've pushed me so hard to get me to where I am, and they just have done an amazing job here in the community, just helping everybody, not only me.
Talking about Coach Dan, I mean that's a perfect segue because we can't not talk about your work in the weight room and what you do in that weight room, how you've kind of made that fit facility your home, and how you've broken so many records. Talk about what it means to you to just kind of have that support in the weight room and to be able to do what you do in there and the hard work being paid off.
Well, that's one of my favorite things is being in the weight room. I just having the support of everyone in there is just amazing. Like I go back and look at the videos. If people in the background of like my videos of my power cleans or anything like that, like you see the people in the background are just so surprised, and it's like it just makes me feel good. Um, it's just like when I first started here, I was like, oh, I don't want to do this. Like this is gonna be rough. But now I've done it so much. It's like I can't go without it. It's like a habit, and it's like this is like my home.
Talk to me a little bit about just, I mean, you talked about this kind of community and just some of your goals though that you've had while playing for Fitch, and just what you've been able to accomplish and what you still hope to accomplish with your senior season still ahead of you.
Well, this year, I definitely I want to go to states this year. That is my goal this year. And I definitely think it's possible, especially with Sydney this year. She's going to be a huge part of our success this year. Um, I last year falling short in the district finals. I wanted to go at least to. I wanted to get to state last year, but we fell a little short in that district final. Just my biggest goals basically are just to kind of keep everyone together. We have a very strong connection here. That's like the one main thing is we try to keep everybody together, and we want to have like a strong bond. That's another reason why we are so successful is because we, we we keep that strong bond together.
We got to talk about Sydney a little bit more because people outside of this program that didn't know she was coming along probably saw you guys lose Lydia to Penn State and said, okay, how are they going to replace a D1 caliber pitcher? And here comes Sydney Watts throwing 68 gas. I mean, you've been able to see her develop and see her get to this point, and now you're getting ready to see her dominate on the season. What's it been like just kind of being her teammate, and of course probably going up against her live in practice? And what can you tell us about playing defense behind her?
Oh my God, she is just amazing, straight out. She is honestly, you wouldn't her personality, you wouldn't expect it. She is like one of the funniest people, like kind-hearted. She is just amazing, and it's just going and she works so hard. So it's like going out there and seeing her perform, and just with all of these strikeouts, it's just she's just awesome. It's just so great to have that feeling like we can go far this year again, even though people doubted us, like, oh, you guys aren't going to have somebody this year. Well, we got Sydney now, so
You see your dad's comment there,
I do see it. I do
giving you
see it.
some love. You know,
Talking about that too, I mean, the power bat's definitely gonna be there, I think, again with the Falcons. Talk about playing in that ballpark though, and this new softball facility that Fitch has been able to have in recent years. What it's been like to kind of be that group that's kind of ushered in this new culture with this new field, and just being able to play in this nice facility too, one of the nicest ones I think in the area.
It's honestly so cool. Especially last year, we had our home opener, new field, everything. Baseball and track had home opener at the same time last year. It was just the atmosphere was just amazing. So it's like we were kind of hoping we were supposed to have a game Saturday here. Obviously, that got canceled, but we were hoping for the same thing. But it's just with all the new things that we've been provided with is just amazing. Like our boosters have done such a great job for us in building that and just providing us with all these other new things that we get all the time. It's just awesome.
Maddie, you are going to Seton Hill to continue your softball career after you get done at Fitch. We haven't had a chance to talk to you since you broke that news. So tell us real quick what kind of made that decision easy. What kind of made you fall on Seton Hill, and what went into that decision?
So when I first talked to the coaches, they were just awesome. They were so nice. They were very welcoming. I went on a visit and I noticed that their softball field was also turf. So I feel like that's more of a little advantage for me, especially being here, going to turf, and then going to go to Seton Hill and play on turf. Also, they had what I wanted to major in, and they have a very smart academic school. They're a very smart academic school, and everything about the school is a beautiful campus. Everything about it is just like perfect. And I get to drive up on that hill.
Go on and shout out your major too. What is it that you're interested in going into after high school?
I'm looking at going into business right now, and then maybe minoring in exercise science.
Maddie, what we also like to do as well, and throughout this whole high school journey, I mean, reflect on being a senior too. What are some things you want to kind of leave with this softball team? What do you want to be remembered by? And with that, also shout out some of your support system along the way.
I just want to keep keep the strong program that we have going, keep the standard that we have set. I want to see our program improve throughout the years, and especially on social media. Like Coach Ward's done a great job with that. I'm very excited for the future because I know they got some strong people coming up in the future. People to shout out. I really want to shout out my parents because my parents, they have done a lot for me. And through everything I've gone through, they've always been there, had my back through everything. All my coaches, all my teammates. I want to specifically shout out Mckenna Hogan, our catcher here, because she has been with me through thick and thin. She honestly doesn't get enough credit because she is great. She's just one of the best catchers, and just seeing her in practice and work hard, she just does great. She's amazing.
Little Birdie told me that she calls the games herself too.
Sometimes.
It's impressive to do it at all at this level, to be honest.
Yeah.
Let's have some fun before we leave. With you, you got any kind of pregame routines, superstitions that you like to stick to as a softball player that you feel off if you don't have before the game?
Yes. Okay. Putting the right sock on the right foot and the left sock on the left foot. People always switch it up, and I have to have them on the right foot. That is my superstition. And then also having my hair in bubble braids.
So you have a very specific right sock. Like, this is my right sock, this is my left sock.
Yes. So you know how it has like the right and the left on the sock? It has to be on the right foot, or else I won't be good.
What are some songs that get you hyped up before a game? Do you have like a playlist? What's your playlist sound like?
Okay, I have a playlist. It's an 80s playlist. I listen to it's on Apple Music, 80s, some 80s songs. Which actually, I got an old song as my walk-up song. I got Beat It by Michael Jackson.
Okay, so is that the answer to this next question? If I ask you what the one song is that will get you hyped up for an at bat, no matter what the situation is that your go-to?
Sometimes, yeah, sometimes. Another one that is kind of weird that gets me hyped up is "Kiss Me Through the Phone." It's kind of weird, but that one gets me really hyped up. I'm not gonna lie.
Whatever rocks for you. I've seen walk-up songs with like Backstreet Boys, and I've seen Michael Jackson. So whatever gets you ready to go hit bombs, no judgment here.
My playlist is all weird.
What about last one before you go? What about post-game meal? What's the go-to spot after a big win to get in your belly?
My mom's food. My mom always got something good cooked at home. She's usually got grilled chicken at home with some veggies and some rice. That's my go-to. Definitely.
Nothing like home cooking, right?
Yep.
All right, Maddie, we wish you the best of luck this year. We can't wait to cover you. Hopefully tomorrow. We're chopping at the bit at this softball season. We know Mother Nature is trying to keep us from it. Good luck all season, and we look forward to talking to you again real soon.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you.